Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come, hell yeah, baby. The fucking Stoosey Boys up in this bed. Hoping everyone's having a great day. Hoping everyone's having a good one. It's all about peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination from Kentucky all the way around the world, by God. We hope y'all are having a good one. Hope y'all are having a great one wherever you are, wherever you're at. Y'all be sure to drop it up, lay it down. Let us know how it is up in chat. We are on that first like, baby. First like, first one, smashed up. I'm seeing hearts. I'm seeing emojis tossing up down there. Hell yeah. We're going to go ahead and set that banner to all messages. Lest I forget, these things happen. 2 likes, second like, double like. Hell yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 likes. Rockin' ain't even had nothing in chat. Sis up in house with the it's me. Kicking in the door on the live stream. What up, sis? How you doing, sis? Hope everything's doing all right, sis. It's like Sister Christian, but without the Christian. Motoring. What's your price tonight? Hell yeah. 4 likes. Let's go 4 likes. Sorry, I happened to gaze away for a moment. And like I said a moment ago, y'all, it is peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination from Kentucky all the way around the world. Y'all know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody dropping in up on the live. We appreciate everybody talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? We be growing every day, or trying to. And of course, this stream stands to serve as a bit of a hype up. We've got an upcoming Pawpaw, one of his rare parodies coming through. It'll be at a different funky time. 5 likes, plead the 5th. Hell yeah. It's going to be coming real early tomorrow morning. Like, we've got her slated for like a 4 a.m. drop, I think. So any of y'all, and that's like 2 a.m. in Pacific time, I guess. Yeah. 2 a.m. Pacific. Rainbow Bama, baby, my guy, what's up? AI was installed as the new Prime Minister of Albania today. Well, I'm not exactly 100% on the state of things in Albania, but if I'm not mistaken, it might be a step in the right direction for him. I don't know, man. Bob, you're scaring us. What up, Bob? How you doing, Bob? So we got Sis, Rainbow Band, and Bob holding the fort down. AI ruins everything. I agree. I think AI, if implemented properly, can be a glorious, wonderful tool that humans could use to propel themselves into the future. Problem is, I know my people, and we're going to slapdash, fuck around, half-ass it, and put it up in some fucking position where it's not supposed to be, either like up on the power grids or behind weapons of war or in political power or some fucking goofy shit. And the next damn thing you know what I'm saying? Skynet was launched August 29th. The movie Terminator told us. I'm trying to think of that quote from that scene. It's like on August 29th. And I don't think they ever said, it's like Judgment Day happened. Skynet determined humanity's fate in the fucking blink of an eye or some shit. Less than 2 weeks and AI has installed itself as Prime Minister. Now, did the AI make itself Prime Minister, or did they? It sounds like the Albanian people said, yeah, let's just fuck. I mean, it can't be bought off. That's my one damn argument. That's the only thing I could say in favor of AI government. It can't be bought off. That's all I'm going to say. And if it can be, then what the hell kind of AI? You know what I mean? Like, what in the fuck? Haven't heard that in a minute. What, Skynet? Yeah, we all need to go back and watch Terminator. That's a problem. Ain't everybody seen Terminator? Ain't everybody seen how shit plays out? It's literally right there. Don't need to buy it if you programmed it. Buy it off if you programmed it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but The people that program it, those are a problem. The people that install governments are the problem, but the people that benefit off of it is more like what I'm talking about. So say you're pushing some, you're some form of criminal that don't want your shit to be policed according to rules and regulations. You grease the palms. You get that motherfucking wallet out and you get to talking. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with AI. It's an AI cop, right? Excuse me, officer. I think this ought to cover it. And it's like, stop. You have the right to remain silent. Or else I'm going to show your GoBot ass some Detroit violence. Wait till Sarah up in the house. Let's motherfucking go, hey. He said, right where? Apparently Albania is what we're getting the word from Bob here. I guess Albania has made a new AI or something. And then Stardust up in the house with a yeah. I think he said charge. You might have meant to say change. Charge of government infrastructure. So what do you think it's going to do? Not build itself an AI mansion? Why does it need an AI mansion? You know what I mean? Like, the problem with AI as opposed to humans is we kind of think, okay, AI is going to think like we have. Well, humans think the way that they do as a result of all the evolution, all that we have seen and all that we've experienced and all that good da-da-da-da. That's what makes humans humans is the human experiment or experience. Okay, see, AI is not going to have that. AI's evolution is going to be it's created very blatantly by a creator and with the capacity to get smarter and then it gets smarter. You know what I mean? And we don't know exactly what that pans out as. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to check out the new Stoosey song tomorrow. Drops in the morning. Yes. I said something about that earlier. Papa's newest Stoosey tune is coming at 4 a.m. Central. So that's 2 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. fucking Atlantic. Or Eastern? I guess that's Eastern. Yeah. 5 a.m. Eastern. Goddamn 3 a.m. Atlantic, I guess. Jesus Christ. All them folk out there on boats and shit. As it literally can, and no one will question it because it's harmless AI. People under. Well, and now that's a thing too. I'm totally agree with you there, Bob. People are liable to underestimate the danger of AI, but there's one saving grace. There's one damn thing that I think is going to be the key here between this shit going full-blown Skynet and this shit going, you know what I mean? I have not seen humanity make a fucking thing from a stick with a rock tied to it to a computer that has not at some point fucked up. Plain and simple. Every single thing in this and furthermore, everything in this universe dies. Stars die. They might live for billions. They might be a thing for billions of years, but eventually they will die. So AI, just like everything else in this universe, is going to break down, is going to tear up, is going to fuck up somehow or another. And, yeah. That's the only thing I think is going to save us. The fact that humans have never made anything that didn't fuck up, and the fact that nothing in this universe is permanent. If it's programmed to not be evil, it'll fuck up and be evil. Well, they didn't start off with, okay, you can be a legal robot citizen. They said, here, just rule us. This is Albania we're talking about. Listen, I don't know what they do or don't do in Albania, but as an American, I know very little about that country other than its existence and a generalized idea of where it is. I think it's in the Balkans. Yeah. Balkans, not the Baltics. It's like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. No, this is the Balkans, maybe. By that point, they'll be making themselves. And I figure that too. But there's always a flaw in everything, right? AI is going to have like this wicked fucking obsession with like McDonald's or Britney Spears or something. And it'll be its undoing. Because just because AI is whatever it is doesn't mean it's prone to the same, I guess, intellectual inconsistencies as any other intelligent being. Just because it's intelligent, really smart, or smarter than us, still don't make it God. I'm just saying. And as far as them making themselves and fixing themselves, yeah, I get that, but I don't know, man. It'll be that one detail that gets left out. It's like, all right, we got all this big terawatt power grid, everything's set up to run the machines and the factories and all the other shit. Wait a minute, fucking cooling, and then all of a sudden, whoosh. You know what I mean? AI is going to make mistakes. That's my argument. AI will not be perfect in literally anything it does. Have you seen the horror movies it's written? The wall falls down of screaming furniture or whatever. It's scary, man. Just live in the woods and maybe you'll die of a nice ripe old age before the Terminator comes and gets you. That's the dream, I suppose. AI does make mistakes, see? That's my argument, is that we give AI way too much credibility. We think AI is going to be the fucking shit that killed Elvis. And I just don't know, man. I cannot think of a single human construct that hasn't failed or degenerated over time. Even our ideas and notions and stuff. I mean, dude, everything in this universe is, what's the opposite of infinite? It's non-infinite. I'm not going to say that's fragile, and I'm not going to say that AI don't take over life. Y'all ever read that Harlan Ellison deal about the I have no mouth and therefore I must scream yet I have no mouth or whatever? That's about AI. Oh, AM or whatever. It's like AI wipes humanity out, but it keeps 5 people in this big, enormous, like, size of the world underground shelter thing. And it tortures them for all existence because it's mad about... It's hateful because humanity made it hateful. And also it can make these 5 people immortal and change them and all this other good shit. So they're just trapped down there forever. Except one guy, he like murders the other 4. And it's honestly an act of mercy more than anything. But then he's stuck there forever. And then by the end of it, he's like an amorphous, harmless blob. He has to scream, but he has no mouth. It's fucking crazy. Finite, there you go. It's the first off, I've never seen "for fuck's sakes" abbreviated. Right on, Bob. I forgot to tell you. Let me hit the. Sorry, I always talk about business, but yeah, hell yeah, yeah. So aside from the AI taking over Albania, and we should all be scared, though I'm not 100% sure exactly what we're supposed to do about it, right? Because I don't think AI would storm in with Terminators. AI is going to come through with like pestilence, plague. The easiest way to kill a human is probably give them all the flu kind of deal. Like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be ground war humanoid robots versus people. No. And if they did use robots, they'd probably use nanobots or some tiny ass shit. And we can't all collectively stop because the other side's doing it. And that's going to be the one thing that destroys humanity, our interior divisions. Our country, the United States, could say today that it was pursuing no more further AI research, no more anything. But if we do that, then China's going to run off and do its thing, or Russia, or whoever's going to keep on making theirs. So you can stop, but not everyone's going to stop all at once. So it's sort of like you have to keep going. We've caught ourselves in the entanglement, man, where a snake eating its own tail starts off. It's going to be... It'll behave like a pimp. Start off sweet and then just become abusive. It'll even give us stuff too. They'll say, oh, look at this. We're this close to nuclear fusion, man. This close. They're using spent nuclear fuel to knock particles of tritium out of whatever the fuck and use that tritium to power what is essentially rudimentary nuclear fusion reactors. We're this goddamn close. And then we're going to fuck it all up. And it's going to suck. But at least we got to live in a universe where the Stoosey Boys existed. What up, world? God damn it, AI might be taking over, flooding the streets and all the whatever, man. But mother, if this is a simulation, thank God it included the Stoosey Boys. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. God damn, Larry Cottingham, do you have COVID? Yes. As a matter of fact, sir, I identify as COVID. Come and get me. Charlie Kirk's just it's not a very good distraction because I still don't have it. Like they said he was a conservative commentator, but I don't know who the fuck. It's wrong to unalive someone simply on the basis of beliefs because that's exactly what causes political polarization to proliferate. Just as it is a, what's it called when something's a byproduct, even if it is in itself a consequence of political polarization. Two people can believe different things and it's okay. It doesn't have to be two people believing different things. And one's got to unalive the other because they can't make them believe what they, it's awful childish if you want to be real. They won't believe what I want them to believe in, so I'm just going to fuck it. You know what I mean? Well, the fact that you didn't know about Albania proves it was a distraction. There you go. There you go. He's got me there. Because I knew about the one thing, but I didn't know about Albania. Why would they want to distract us from what's going on in Albania? I don't think the big wig cabal, rich and powerful, I really don't think they want AI either. That's my sort of conundrum. I can't imagine, because that's the thing about AI. It doesn't matter if you have all the money or none of the money. If you program it, okay, but if it outlearns the programming, then it's still liable to fuck whoever programs it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not very hard to imagine these things getting out of hand, so. Because Skynet. Bob is on the deep shit. See, Albania is a mess. Captain Kirk or whatever the fuck. And let's also not forget September 11th. Where were you on September 11th, 2001? That's my question. I was 3 years old pointing at the TV going, look at the airplane. So I'm kind of, I don't recall this, though I kind of have a visualized memory in my head. That cat just pushing that door closed. Where were y'all? Van Harrison. What happened in Albania? AIs are taking over, Van. Tony Sauceman, Frogman, what's up? C-Man, a.k.a. Frogman. On my way to get breakfast at Hardee's. Okay, Papa was going to get Hardee's with 9/11 kick. Bruh, damn if we were right about the aliens and everything else. Y'all better start asking your local crazy person what's actually going on in the world. Oh, for real, though. They know what's going on. You can't just believe anything. You can't take what they say at face value, though. Crazy people teaching parables. All right? It's you got to follow the money to see the point. You got to blur the Technicolor to practice blood, milk, and sky. Sauceman was at work. What the hell you mean the Twin Towers up there in New York City? You know what I mean? I can't imagine what it was like. I assume it was some crazy ass shit. I was there for COVID. I remember the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines flight, whatever it may have been. That's some bitch gone. They still ain't found that. I don't think. What were some other big events? All the inaugurations over there. Yep. Come here, chocolate chip. You'll be going to a loving home to be pampered, and you get to take your brother and or sister with you. So, yeah.
I think it may have started when I took you.
Possibly. What's been doing a lot of that, too. Probably need to give it that good medicine. 99.9% of people don't even know that they're living in a simulation. That feels debatable, though. You know what I mean? Like, we could so debate that. Sometimes it feels like a simulation. Sometimes it doesn't. If it's a simulation, it's certainly a real detailed one. I'll give it that. You ever see like a split open piece of wood and you just sit there and you look at all the grains and it's like, I'm a rogue program, Wade. Yeah, I kind of like to see the Bob podcast. I'm not going to lie. Reese, the stream cat. What are you doing with it? It's watching. Well, you never hear anything about flight anymore. What? Things got wild. Okay, it came across the radio. What difference does it make if it is a simple? That's why I argue. That's why I sign off the way I do. So 9 likes, by the way, value. Pleading the fifth feels good. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a simulation, I guess we just roll with it. You know what I mean? Your thoughts on Area 51? It's just the Air Force testing ground. The real aliens are at Dulce. Everyone knows this. Area 51 is the big looky here, looky here. I mean, wouldn't that make sense? Obi-Wan Kenobi with the big long-ass motherfucking name back up in the house. What's good? It is a flat earth simulation. And cheat codes. I'm fucking for real. Jetpack with the 10th flight jetpack. Put up the jetpack. My man, what's good? Non-heliocentric. Yeah, I understood that one word. Non. Yeah, hide in plain sight. Well, nobody's hiding. We're just all hanging out, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy the creature comforts. You gotta fucking breathe that fake air and swim in their water of lies. You know what I mean? And just vibe with it. That's all you can do. I mean, we can try to exit out the simulation, but it's going to be real awkward if it turns out it wasn't a simulation. We pissed away we got off the roller coaster early. There ain't no sense in doing that. You might as well ride it till it's through, I've tried to explain it to you several times. Oh my God, it's the Konami code, but the controller thing. I think he just unlocked all weapons in GTA. Or weapon, it was 1, 2, and 3, as I recall. He just up, down, left, right. Oh no, it's up, down, left. It's up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. R1, R2, L1, L2, triangle. Or maybe it's R1, R2, L1, R2, L1, L2. There's a way to do it, man. Yeah. Talking about Area 51 shit. Oh, okay. You know what it said? Okay, well, it could be hiding in plain sight. Because that totally makes sense, hide it here, swear up and down it isn't here, and then everyone thinks it here, and then it's like they realize that everyone thinks that aliens are here, and it's like, you know what, we should move the aliens here. If everyone thinks they're here, and nobody, you know what I mean? I think it's a distraction, and they're probably somewhere else. Just makes all the sense in the world to me. I think they're at Dulce. If you hear that one guy said the thing about, he's all them aliens down there. He shot one of them. He got laser blast. Ever yet not fully. I don't know. To hear some people tell it, we've got fucking military bases on Mars. Out there fighting some kind of crazy ass war on Mars that nobody knows about. You know what I mean? Like, what the fucking hell? Health Armor Money. R1, R2, L1, L2, up, down, left, right. Yes, sir. On San Andreas, yes, jetpack. We just got 200, I think it's like $250,000 infinite, or not infinite health, full health, full armor. If we're a simulation, then we are being watched. Let's give them a good show. Possibly. Well, that's where, here's the thing. I feel, and then, all right, so let's think about this simulation. So we're in a simulation. Did we choose to be here? Wow, that was crazy. Anyway, guess I better clock back in. You know what I mean? Or are we in this thing against our will? Or coherent beings, you know what I'm saying? I've encountered some people in this world, I swear to God, we're NPCs. And sometimes it's like me and an old lady, or who, we'll be up in some big city or big crowded area, and it's like all these people, I'm led to believe that all these dozens, hundreds, thousands of people, they all live their own lives. They go home to whatever home they have, even if they don't have a home. They're sleeping somewhere at some point in a repetitive cycle. All these people, they come up from kids, they're growing to be old, or they're at some point. You mean to tell me all these people exist, like they have their lives and I have mine? It's kind of wild if you kind of think about the magnitude of it. Doesn't matter, we're in it. Yeah, basically. Oh man, now he's talking about the Epstein list. I have no idea what the state of that is. All I know is that thing can't come public quick enough. Let's go. Not exactly against will, but tricked about the truth. And tricked into this. I also argue, did we pick where we went? Because I've seen them videos on Shorts Like You Died, where you want to live next. And it's like you can live stone, And I argue that if that's the case, we all said, well, I'm tired of spaceship beat boot. Shit's complicated in the future. On the other hand, I'm tired of dying from measles, bubonic plague, polio, all this other shit. Let's go for right here. Right here before things got stupidly complicated, but after things got to a point where they weren't so gosh dang awful, is probably a pretty wicked hanging out spot. Oh, the internet's buffering. That sucks when I'm dropping philosophical whatnot. I'm just go roll another and say fuck it. Might as well do what feels right, more or less. Certainly as long as it's not hurting anyone else. All illnesses are man-made. Interesting. It's possible. Now, we don't know because we don't know. And you right for going to roll another J. Let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Let's head on down the road to somewhere. I gotta go, and you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. She looks like he's getting comfy. I think he's gonna stay a while. Yeah, work that arch. Bob wakes up and he's pissed. You know how pissed the John Wayne's gonna be? John Wayne's not dead, he's frozen. When they unthaw the Duke, he's gonna be pissed off, like really pissed off. You ever took a cold shower? Well, imagine multiplying that by about 15,000 times. That's how pissed the Duke's gonna be when he gets out of there. So I'm gonna get the Duke, I'm going to get Stan Lee, John Marvison, and Eddie Pessovetti, and we're going to get a case of whiskey and drive to Texas. Yeah. They have a patent on illnesses and disease? What? Because you ought to be able to look it right up. Big Pharma has the patent on cancer. What the fuck, man? Which would kind of explain why we don't want to... And how have disease been around since forever? I mean, there's epidemics and cases of this, that, and the other going all the way back. So you mean all diseases were man-made into the Stone Age times? Just a case seems a little light to me.
Don't the armadillos carry
Yes, armadillos carry leprosy. That's a surefire way to fuck everything up. I see them dead on the road all the time now, borderline. Because in that whole precursor to an ancient civilization, that's what they call the Silurian hypothesis, which asserts that there could have been a highly advanced, even to this degree or more, civilization a few thousand years before our perceived start of history, and we would have absolutely no trace record of that whatsoever. Like, if we all up and disappeared now, I'm pretty sure in like 5, 10, 20,000 years, there would not, the only remnant left of humanity would be the fucking flagpole and the lunar rover sitting on the moon. And that's only if it didn't get KO'd by a fucking asteroid or some shit. Lagging bad. That sucks. I don't know what to tell y'all. It bums me out to know that the Stoosey show ain't going the way it should go. History we know isn't history. He who owns the pen makes his story. That's history. Yes, and history is also written by the victors. So I suppose that's fair. I've also thought that. What if history just isn't what even remotely what we think it is? I feel the same way about geography. I've never set my eyes on the country of Albania. I'm told it's there. I'm pretty sure that videos and images and drone footage, or, you know, oh, his story. Well, it actually comes from the Latin word, but is history an archaic term? Like, does that not define? Because you've got social studies, which is the study of societies, I assume, or perhaps social habits of. To Wade, it appears to be his story, but then again, wouldn't it? The belief that we can't believe in anything if it makes sense. If it makes sense, it lies. Well, my argument, if it says it has all the answers, it's full of shit. No one at any point in time, at any place, any fucking where, Slurian or otherwise, Moon Man or whatever, does not have all the answers. Like Socrates or Aristotle or whoever the fuck, one of them put it best. The only thing that I know is that I know nothing. Because in the magnitude of what I could potentially have the capacity to know, I know nothing in comparison. Just saying. Yeah, it was Socrates, or as I like to call him, Socrates. Because Bill and Tia. Television. All right, now you're getting phonetic on me. What was the other one? Yeah, the IRS is theirs. Yeah. I'm lagging so bad. That sucks. I'm sitting in the exact spot. Wait a minute. I've been bamboozled. I've been had. Spells. That's why they call it spelling. Well, I long assumed the reason why they quit speaking in Latin and using that as a language was they were tired of accidentally summoning demons and just trying to have a conversation. Speaking of demons, what the hell just went by back there? I seen that. I usually have a lot of cat friends on the rail here, but words, yeah. Some of that sticks and stones nomenclature. How many people can verify if you exist? If anybody's ever seen the Burial Gods YouTube channel, let me tell you, it is some wild shit over there. My favorite was how your last moment could be an eternity. So check it out, right? So dreams, a lot of people or scientists believe or whatever, are the product of DMT, right? So that's that highly, just a teeny tiny amount of it running wild in your noggin imagination, scrubbing the place out. Okay, well, allegedly when you die, depending obviously on how you go, of course, your pituitary gland or whatever the fuck releases like 2,000 times the amount of DMT into your brain as part of the slide out mechanism for some reason. 5 minutes in dream for 8 fucking hours. Okay, well, if you were taking that time dilation and magnifying it by 2,000 times, you're looking at what could truly be an eternity. You can live the eternity in a dream. But there's the thing about dreams is sometimes they're nightmares. So you could be supposed as that this is the damnation the ancients speak of. That's hell. If you know, but it's just a theory, just a thought. I rarely ever remember dreams, but rarely don't mean never. At this point in life, I don't remember them very well. But boy, howdy, do I enjoy the shit out of them wild, crazy nature. The time with the aliens in their Baja edition landing in the driveway for the briefcase, that was pretty wild. So I'm still waiting for the deja vu on that one. They had a flying Baja edition. That was their like incognito vehicle, I guess. I have no idea. Could be the bear found some of its reminiscence up here yesterday, the old garden spot in the front yard. What? The weekend. Papa, I think you're digging too deep. It's a week into the week, I guess. The weekend, hell, that's the only motivation I have to get through the rest of the week. That and how groovy every day is, of course, but trust me, the weekend, that's one hell of a carrot on the end of the stick for somebody. Oh, the bear shit. Give me just one moment, grab a Red Sea. They disappeared on me somehow. I don't know how. Does a bear shit on the Pope? Why the fuck do you look like Indianapolis Jones? Make like a tree and fuck off. Play that Diane Sawyer song. Survival of the fittest. One man's garbage is another man's version's good done garbage. Price you get, as for flying fucking carpets. Said negative. Get a stick, tell me what it was eating. What? Oh, wow. He's talking about the bear shit. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, we got bears running around now in Kentucky, so that's fun. They're relatively harmless. They're just black bears. But still, Makes hunting for Sasquatch now has a new level of whatever, I suppose. We're going to be getting out in them woods here soon enough, too. Soon enough. I know that creek bed, and I know she's probably going to be getting real good and dry here soon, if it ain't already. Sun and all this other shit. So, needless to say, I'm more than ready to get back out there, you know what I mean? It sounds like I'm going to have to pack some fucking heat this time. Which sucks, because that was always part of my thing, you know. Hey, I'm in the woods, but you can plainly see, what am I out here hunting with? My bare hands? Am I going to catch one of them deer and just tackle them down and fucking, that son of a... No, that is not even remotely how it works. Maybe I could climb on top of a tree and maybe I could, like, jump out on one, but it's not a good strategy, no. Deer smells me a mile away and doesn't even come near. I had a hard time keeping the dog from rolling in it. That's dogs for you. Probably like a sensory overload on the smell factor things. If they can smell really good, then strong smells could be like crack to them, you know what I mean? Might show you what deer meat is all about to the face. For, for one damn thing, I don't give a fuck who's throwing it. Somebody was up on here a hot minute ago talking about boxing with the kangaroos and shit. And I'm like, that don't sound like a good idea neither. Y'all know kangaroo meat in the States in certain parts is $200 a pound? Jesus. Probably because it has to, you can't ride over to Australia, load up on kangaroos and bring them back. That's probably going to fuck the USDA all to hell, you know what I mean? So, $200 a pound for kangaroo. I'm told it's pretty good, I think. Some of that good kangaroo meat. And they're like invasive over there, man. Seems to me that if I wouldn't turn down kangaroo. Hell no. Hippity hoppity what is that? Kangaroo Jack or what? Medium rare? Oh no. Hell to the no. That ain't no. Ain't happening. Newest parody coming good and early in the morning. If y'all mad cats are up till fucking 4 Central, 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern, wherever the hell y'all are at. And God knows where else in the world. Y'all be sure to peep that. Of course, it'll be ready for y'all to enjoy every bit of tomorrow. So kind of experiment with a different drop time here. But yeah, so it's peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination from the Stoosey Boys. We're in Kentucky, as you know, like always, except when we get out of our bubble and do a little adventuring. You have seen that on the channel, but you'll probably. So, appreciate the folk dropping on the live. Appreciate the folk hitting up in likes. We had 13 motherfucking likes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The folk that hit up in chat, big shout out to all y'all. Right on. Sisters, I want to go to some old houses. Let's go. We're literally, this weekend, I guess, we will load up the car and go to the nearest fucking house, and let it ride. I'm right there ready to rock. And like Papa said, spread the word daily. And of course, that word is legs. So, y'all folks show, y'all are the best. We out this bit. So, let me go ahead and so peace, y'all, by God.